All right, we are back again, and I need to tell you that you folks are off to an excellent start. That's my cuckoo clock going. No, it's not me, it's my clock. Um, Now, I have to tell you, by the day school started, at least 10 of you had already posted your first assignment. Many of you had posted it in advance, and lots of you had contacted me even before class started. That shows me that all of this really matters to you and that it's important to you how you do. I appreciate that a great deal. Again, I'm here for you, and you guys you have impressed me so much. The fact that you're here at all impresses me. The fact that you're doing that extra work, jumping on the work right away and getting going, that's very impressive to me. So keep up the good work because you guys are really kind of at the top of your game, okay? With your first assignment, your pre-writing and then your rough draft, you went about doing that just exactly as I asked you to. So, you're doing a nice job with everything that you're doing so far, and that's terrific. That's making it all worthwhile for me. Again, as I've told you, I do this because you impress me so much, okay? And so I want to help you help yourself become a better writer. Now, it's important that you follow this whole process through. So, again, we started with a pre-writing, and then we went to a rough draft. A couple of you weren't really happy writing just a rough draft, and so you felt like you had to take the time to think about what you were supposed to do. That came through in the way you wrote. That's not the way the process works. The rough draft is exactly what I said, rough. You just get it down there as fast as you can. You're going from that list that you started with or whatever other kind of pre-writing that you do, whatever kind of idea gathering that you do, okay, to sentencing it out, putting it in a sentence format, not worried about sentence structure, not worried about spelling. Well, a couple of you were pretty concerned about the way you said things and how you did stuff. That's not what the rough draft is for. This is a whole process, so please follow the process, okay? And I'm not criticizing you for doing that. I'm saying maybe you didn't completely understand. No, please follow the process carefully because I'm trying to show you how to do things in a quick and easy manner, okay? Most of you, I'm sure, have had the experience where you got an assignment and sat down with a piece of paper and an hour later had nothing written. If you follow the process, that doesn't happen. The pre-writing gets you putting down stuff immediately, and then taking the pre-writing and just zipping through it into a rough draft gets you down there with things really quite quickly, so that, if you spent more than 10 to 15 minutes on that rough draft, you spent too much time. We are in the pre-writing and the rough draft are the creative parts of all of this, okay? So you don't want to be slowing yourself down by making judgments, saying, no, I don't want to say it that way. That's not what a rough draft is for, okay? So please get that clear. You're being creative. You're going very rapidly in those two parts, and that's how the process works, okay? So please stay with me in the process. Now, the next step in the process is the first revision. And of course, we call it first revision, so that probably gives you the idea that it's not the only revision. And it's not, okay? So what do we do with your rough draft when we get to a first revision, and why are we doing things this way? Well, Ernest Hemingway, who is one of the great American writers of all time, he was the grandfather of the actress, two actresses, I think, Margot Hemingway and Muriel Hemingway. He was their grandfather. Again, one of the great American writers, okay? He once revised a book 28 times before he would let it be published. He was a professional writer. He was a great professional writer. If Hemingway could go through his things 28 times and continue to make it better, who in the world do I or you think you are by being able to go through things once? Okay? It just doesn't work that way to make it really good. That's what the process is all about. Okay, so what do we do with this rough draft in a first revision? First of all, we go through our rough draft carefully, and we say to ourselves, is this logical? Does this idea follow this idea, follow this idea? Am I doing this the way that makes the most sense? Because keep in mind, you're trying to communicate. You're trying to get ideas from here onto paper so that once you put them on paper, they can go from your here to my here or some other reader's here, okay? That's why it's really important to have a lot of specifics, okay? And with your specifics, are they detailed enough so that you are really drawing the picture that you want to draw? The picture that I need so that what is in your here can get to my here, okay? That's a big part of it. So is it logical? Does it follow in a logical sequence? Does it go sensibly from part A to part B to part C? Is there a real reason why you're doing it in this order? Okay? If not, change it. Move stuff around a lot. Eliminate stuff. Add stuff. That's okay. Okay? Also, we want you to be moving this into something of an essay format. Now, I think you know that traditional essay format has 5 parts to it. One paragraph is usually an introduction. It kind of lays the groundwork. A second paragraph starts to give the first main idea. A third paragraph starts to give the second main idea. A fourth paragraph starts to give the third main idea. And then we usually have a fifth paragraph that ties it all together and kind of restates what you said in the first paragraph, okay? So we want you to be moving toward a traditional essay structure, toward the 5-paragraph essay structure. So as you work on your first revision, okay, number 1, don't worry about those same things that I told you not to worry about before. You're not concentrating on sentence structure yet. That comes from a later edition. You're not concentrating on spelling yet. You're not concentrating on punctuation yet, okay? What you are concentrating on is logic, is specifics, is details of those specifics, is paragraphing, so that it breaks down into a logical flow, so that you really make the points that you need to make, okay? Now, your question this week is this. How many paragraphs are there in the traditional essay structure? Okay? Let me add to that a little bit. Not to the question, but to the point of it all. That's the traditional format that I gave you. It might be a paragraph shorter than that. It might be a paragraph or 2 longer than that. But that's kind of the traditional structure. That's kind of the way that we shoot to make things out, whether it's an argument or an explanation or a description or a cause and effect or any of those kinds of things, okay? So keep up the good work. Your essay, the assignment is already up. The lesson is already up. The assignment will be posted soon. I'm getting this up early this week because I have some surgery this weekend, and I'm not sure if I'll be in a mental state to get this stuff together for you next Monday. So, because there's anesthesia hangover kind of thing. But keep up the good work. Say a prayer for me because I need it, and I will talk to you soon. And I just love the work you're doing. You guys are doing a great job. I am so pleased. Okay? Keep up the good work, and thanks.